But the only reason they argued to raise the minimum wage is because they could afford to pay a little bit more. They could afford to pay about $15, but the rest of their competition couldn't. So it just raised their what's the word? They had to raise that and their expenses and drove a lot of their competitors out of business or are making them compete harder. But you know, Amazon is the exact example of a sweatshop. You know, people go in there and are peeing in bottles and stuff. What did they say in response to that? They said nobody would come here and just pee in this bottle.
One of our
they
best
denied.
One of our best friends, you know, our good old buddy Grant, has told us about his experience from working at Amazon, and he said, and I quote, he used to walk around 12 to 13 miles every single day.
Jesus fudge.
Easily at that job. And they said if you're running a little behind for the packages that he tell you to pick it up, and you only have like a certain amount of violations before you're fired.
Yeah.
Does that sound like slavery to you?
It is.
Work,
it just sounds like slavery with more steps.
I mean, work every single second out of you.
Yeah.
For not even minimum wage. And that's why I would tell Jeff Bezos, and I'm talking to you, brother.
You want to call him out? You want to get the hot seat?
No. I'm honestly right here. I'm in the hot seat right now anyway because I called out Jeff Bezos probably. Wish we could pay us out. But look.
Pay us out. You got stock in Amazon?
Nah. What I'm trying to tell him is, you are the richest man in the world. You mean to tell me that you can't raise the minimum wage from maybe $40 an hour?
Yeah.
You mean to tell me that those hundreds of billions of dollars,
or at least 30.
Even $30 an hour.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, why is it so hard? How much more money do you need, man?
Well,
how much more money do you need? And that's the issue with America. Look, America is so capitalist and greedy that, again, the notion of saying, hey, I'm gonna let my employees have some time to themselves.
It's so foreign to us.
In other words, sacrifice a little bit of money for the sake of your employees.
No sacrifice, no victory. That's the wiki motto.
Because I want to continue about the documentary in the Michael Moore film. I'm sorry, the Michael Moore documentary, where the lunchtime in Italy is around maybe 1.5 to 2 hours, where you can literally I believe, I'm not sure if it was a Ducati factory or some company, and they all went back to one of the employees' houses. They all had lunch together, like a full course meal. And they went back to work, and then 4 hours later they went back home.
4 hours.
Yeah, I mean the boss was like, yeah, just go ahead. And, the work is getting done. Go ahead and enjoy yourself. That sounds like a decent quality of life.
Yeah, the thing is, again, the ultimate business model is slavery. Once we, and this is where we get tinfoil hat-ish, everything that happened with the Civil War, but we never really punished the South for it.
We never did. We never did. They never.
And it seems like every time people have rose up in history and said, hey, we want to get treated better, you know what always happens? They send in the state guard or the police or the military, and they kill a bunch of people, and then it always escalates. I don't know how the rest of... Are you asleep?
No, I'm still not.
I don't know how the future's gonna be looking, but I don't know. I'm kind of anti-big corporation right now.
You've always been anti-corporation.
Well, let's think about it. This is the only time in history of this earth where non-existing companies are more powerful than actual countries. I'm sorry, people are more powerful than actual countries, like Elon Musk.
Yeah, especially when you don't have like a physical location, like you're not one singular thing.
And we're also living at a time where we can literally create our own money.
Yeah.
Actually, we should create a cryptocurrency.
Ugh. Yeah, I don't know about that one.
Yeah,
I agree. Look at Dogecoin. Do you know why do you know what the founders of Dogecoin said?
What?
We have no idea why our coin is worth this much. This is literally horse crap. Do you realize that they said this was literally created as a joke? This has no value to anything. But when Elon Musk said Dogecoin to the moon or sun or whatever the hell he said, what happened? People became millionaires off of a piece of
propaganda.
Yeah. Call it that.
Propaganda is a nice way of putting it, JT.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's call it that. We're living in some very weird times.
Yeah, we are.